Hey, what's up? What's up, family? What's up, friends? What's up, children of God? Just wanted to come to y'all this afternoon on this message with a message in regards to something that's been on my mind. When I start thinking about training, basketball training, and working with kids and working with the youth, this is one of the things that stands out to me the most. Sometimes on our journey to greatness, we get impatient because of the process. But there's no fast pace or fast track on the road to greatness. Greatness is something that requires us to continue to be dedicated, us to be continue to be committed, us to continue to strive towards working towards small goals. When we can achieve small goals and take small steps, then ultimately we see um, what we've been looking for at the end. And it's almost like making a puzzle. You take one piece here and you add another piece, and you add another piece here, you add another piece there. But eventually, once you get to the end, you got a whole picture. So for me, greatness is achieved by taking one small fragment of that picture and continuing to piece together the components that are required to make that picture complete. The picture may not be all what it should be because we don't really understand it. Like if I think about a puzzle, the pieces are scattered, but the box gives us a complete image or a complete picture of what that puzzle looks like once it's put together. So when we get that box, it's pieces scattered all over the place. And so when I think about greatness, that's what I think about. And sometimes as parents, when we thinking about or have an ideal or a concept in terms of where we see our kids at, we get impatient and we want to try to rush the process. But when you surround your kids around people that are good, people that are there to benefit from them, people who can really actually see that end result of that puzzle, that picture at the end, but they're just taking little pieces here, little pieces there, and just working on building those things within our kids, then we get to see that greatness. It's the same thing with anything in life. Like on our jobs. We striving to get promotions. We trying to be the best that we can be in our position and in our role. But just to touch on that just a little bit, one of the things that's really mainly important in terms of our careers that we choose is that we got to make sure that we enjoy and that we love what we do. We can't let money or allow money to be the determining factor on what job or what position we choose. We just got to make sure that that role that we're playing in, and I'm not saying that sometimes we won't choose a temporary position in order to make ends meet. Sometimes we just have to do what we got to do, but ultimately we have to ask ourselves the question if whether or not the place that we're serving in or the role or position that we're in, if that's something that caters to the passion that God has placed on the inside of us. So I was always told that if you do what you love, then you can wake up anytime doing it. That you can do it when you're tired. That you do it even at times when you're sick. So when you enjoy what you're doing and you're doing what you love, money ultimately will come because the passion that's on the inside of you will drive you to continue to strive to be the best you in that position. So let's just make sure that we remember that on that road to greatness, we have to understand that there are small goals that we must achieve in order to be great. And we can't look at that end result because if we look at that, if we just stay focused on that end result, then we'll try to rush the process and we won't take the necessary steps in order to be great, in order to see that full, beautiful picture at the end. So we just got to continue to evaluate ourselves along the path while we're walking on that road to greatness, while we're putting together that puzzle, so that, again, eventually we get to see that big picture. Trust God, believe God, always look to Him, for He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. So that end result we're looking for, God already has knows the end from the beginning. So if we trust Him, if we believe in Him, and if we surround ourselves with people who have our best interests in mind, if we surround ourselves with people who understand um, and who build into and who build up, who continue to build us up, speak to us when we're wrong, and iron sharpens iron. So that's the keys to us being great, to anyone's greatness. Um, Amen.